Good morning, Oklahoma City, and welcome to the Clara Luper Show. In a moment, your host, Sister Clara Luper.
Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Oh,
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy good morning to you wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is being brought to you by Tom's Barbecue, located at 2504 Northeast 10th Street, and they have a special sale on today. You can get that barbecue for a price that you won't even believe. Tom's Barbecue. Go down 2504 Northeast 10th Street and tell Tom you heard it on the Clara Luper Radio Show. Robert Gates is located at 2609 North Martin Luther King. Robert Gates is more than a name. Robert Gates' name stands for something in his community and in his state. He's not only a leader in his church and in his community, but he is a leading barber, and he will cut your hair the way you like it. 2609 North Martin Luther King in Oklahoma City, and he's open now for your convenience. Today's program is dedicated to the men and women that work at the United States Post Office. Have you ever thought about what life would be without your mailman? Have you ever thought about that? How many times have we taken out from our busy schedules and say thanks to the men and women that walk through the rain, through the snow, through the heat and through the cold to deliver our mail? I would like to start off by thanking you. I would like to thank you that have delivered our mail right to our door. We don't have to go to the post office. All we have to do is to wait on the mailman. You bring our checks, you bring letters from our children, our friends, advertising. I want to salute the mailmen and the postal working. If you have one that you would like to salute, you may call me during this show at 672-1220. Congratulations are in order for a young lady who won the Oklahoma Talented Teen contest. And I would like for you to know that I do appreciate, I think her name was Hareen Allah, 13 years old, who won the title of Miss Oklahoma Talented Teen and will represent Oklahoma at the National Talented Teen Pageant. The Miss Black Oklahoma Pageant will be held on June the 30th, 2001, and you are certainly invited to the Bricktown Central Plaza Hotel and Convention Center. There are some of our people that have some tickets left, and I spent yesterday finding tickets for those that wanted to go and had not made their reservations. If you have not made your reservations for your tickets, be sure and do so. Allstate Insurance Company is one of the sponsors of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, and on Wednesday night between 23rd and 30th, Marilyn Hildred, April Hildred, and her staff will be presenting you with a reception. Now, those of you that have been to that reception, last year we had about close to 300 people that attended the reception, and we are very grateful because there you have an opportunity to sit, to talk to the young ladies, to meet the pages and the escorts. This portion of our program is brought to you by Chauncey Shadinas, 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City and 2611 North Martin Luther King. They are now taking applications, and you better get your application in early. You may call 424-4656 and be sure and tell them that you heard it on the Clara Luper Radio Show. How do you stay on the air? You stay on the air because you have people that sponsor you to stay on the air. And I want you to support my sponsors if you love my program. How do I say thank you to Mr. Russell Perry and others for giving me the opportunity last week to appear on the Fred Elkins open mic. And I would like to thank those of you that were kind enough to call in. What I tried to do last week was to explain to you what Miss Black Oklahoma was all about. I explained to you on the first day the PAGE program, which is headed by Mrs. Leola Ford, assisted by Mrs. Rosetta Coleman and Miss Wilma Ray. I wanted you to see the results of your child participating in the PAGE program. And then on Tuesday, I had the opportunity to introduce to you a young lady that had been part of the program, Tamika Cooksey. Beautiful young lady who explained to you in details what she got out of the pageant and her participation in the NACP with emphasis on AXO. You had the opportunity to hear from one of the escorts, Andre Swanigan, and you listened as he told you about his involvement. And then we had the opportunity to sit down with Rodney Ford, who explained to you the fact that as minorities, we have a responsibility to donate 29, we have 29 organs or 29 something that we can donate. You had the opportunity, not only that, but to hear from Miss Black Putnam City, who is working extremely hard, who explained to the people the pageants that she had participated in and her dream of becoming Miss Black Oklahoma. Miss Black Putnam City is Alexis Brown. Then I had the opportunity to talk to a man whose life is deeply rooted in history, Mr. Forrest Lee from Boley, Oklahoma. A man whose father started a business that is barbecue business and making the things that you cook barbecue in, smokerama all over the world. Yes, I remember, and I'm very grateful. I never miss an opportunity to say thanks to all of you out in Radio Land. And I would like to thank those of you that have been listening to me and been visiting with me every week. We feel like neighbors, and I see you on the street and you say, "Hi, Clara." That makes me feel good. And if I should speak to you and you don't speak to me, don't blame me. Blame the people from Hoffman, Oklahoma, because we were taught to speak to people. That's part of our education, and that's a good education. Have you thought about saying thank you to your postal workers? If so, call me here. I want you to call the names of some people that you know that work at the post office, that deliver your mail every day. You're saying, okay, Clara, they get paid for it, but how many of you would walk every day and deliver somebody's mail? Sure, it's a good job. It's supposed to be a good job. You have to have sense enough to read to be a post worker. If you don't believe it, ask Mr. Jones and others that have worked in the post office. I want to salute those of you that are postal workers. You know, even there are a lot of times that we can be wrong, and certainly I was wrong last night because I could not figure out how the 76ers lost that game. I couldn't figure it out. But then I had a lot of supporters, and these supporters were just jumping up and down for the Lakers. But I say, just wait till Sunday. I can see it now. Sunday, the 76ers, in the spirit of the real 76ers, will take it back because we all tied up now 1-1. Now, I don't know how many of you will agree with me, but I can have my opinion and you have yours, but I want to salute the postal workers, and I'm sure they enjoyed the game last night. Calvin is coming in all smiling because he's one of those Lakers fans. And somebody say, well, I have a lake. I have a Clara Luper lake. I don't have to be a Laker fan. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show. Calvin, how do you feel this morning?
Mom, I feel just fantastic. I mean, I feel real great. I mean, I feel real good all over. It's such a blessing, such a happy time, such a pleasant time to be a part of the Clara Luper Radio Show here in Oklahoma City on this beautiful June morning. I'm looking forward to the radio show, to listening and to seeing you. I heard you all week on the other station there, and the new terminology, not new really, but just hearing you expound so eloquently about so many different things. And I was sort of, I must admit, I was in surprise, but it was expected. And I want you to know that we are extremely proud of you and look forward to some of that enthusiasm continuing over to this Saturday morning here live and in living color on your own show, the Clara Luper Radio Show.
Well, thank you, Calvin. I had opportunity to sit down with Mr. Curry this week. Mr. Curry Ballard, to one of our historians from Langston University. And yesterday I was with the president of the NAACP, Mr. Petty.
All right, you definitely were. And you had many outstanding people on the show. But Mom, I'm looking forward to today's show where we're talking about that postman. And I was thinking, I said, I really don't know my postman's name. And the guys that I know that used to work for the post office, they've gone in retirement. And that's really a shame because this person comes by the house every day, like you say, rain, sleet, or snow, even threats of dogs or wild people running around. He still comes by and delivers that mail no matter where you are, apartment buildings, and gets it right. That's what's so amazing. But then I'm certain that we're going to find out a lot more about our U.S. postal system. Even though the price is high, these guys work mighty, mighty hard.
Well, what would life be without our mailmen?
Well, the history of the post office was designed to keep us as Americans, keep us in contact with each other. And the history of the mail service is fantastic, it's beautiful. I know that they've done it they've shown it through the stamps, they've shown it through many exhibits that they've had, and many booklets that they have. And then I know that they also have an internet .com somewhere that probably explains more about the U.S. postal history overall. But that mailman right here in Oklahoma City, that mailman right down there in Shawnee, or over at Langston, up in Stillwater, that mailman there makes a difference in all of our lives because I know so many people who are dependent upon that mailman to come not only with the money, but also coming to tell them and to let them know how much money they've spent, especially when those gas bills were coming out.
Just like the mailman.
The mailman brought that. But when your checks come out, the mailman brings that too. So he comes with good news. He comes with bad news. Birthday cards and all kind of cards, Christmas cards. That's really a tough time for them. But I do know this about the postal system, that a lot of that work is done at night. So these people are probably nocturnal, and that this is actually their night this time of morning. But those of you out there who are listening, you know a postman, you know a post lady, you know someone who works those long, hard hours to make sure that the mail gets out. We want to hear about them here on the Clara Luper Radio Show this outstandingly beautiful Saturday morning. One of the best Saturday mornings that you're ever going to have, because we're going to, I think about 9:20, we'll hear about a Words of Wisdom.
Words of Wisdom.
That's coming in.
Yes,
and then
Calvin.
we have a new reporter that will be coming on, and we have a lot of things planned for this show this June morning.
Okay. This is a Clara Luper Radio Show, and this portion of our program is brought to you by Dr. A.L. Dow at 934 Northeast 8th Street in Oklahoma City. That telephone number is 235-0536. Today is a day. Today is a day. At 2 o'clock today, a group of students from Saipan will be in Oklahoma City, and they will be our guests. They are on their way to the International Forensic Contest down at Oklahoma University, and I'll be telling you more about it. This is Clara Luper. Hello? Hello? Oh, we missed him. Call back 672-1220, 1220 on your radio dial. Yes, today is going to be a big day. At 1 o'clock, we are going to meet up to Freedom Center, according to Mr. Rodale Hornbeak, who is chairperson of the Transportation Department for NAACP and for Miss Black Oklahoma. Many of you know Mr. Hornbeak as a car salesman, and yes, I buy my cars from Mr. Hornbeak. He works for Vance Motor Company in Guthrie, Oklahoma. But he will be there along with others. We will go out to the airport and meet 14 young people, and some of the greeters, we have some people, and unbelievable, will be Ricky, George, and Sean Davis, and I could go on. They will be there to greet them along with others. Yes. Okay, Words of Wisdom by... Hello?
Ready?
Yes, I am
If
ready.
a
I've been waiting
man,
all the week.
okay. If a man don't stand up, if a man doesn't stand up for something, he will lay down everything that he have,
Okay, repeat that for
and
me.
he'll sit down for nothing.
Repeat that for me because I got to have that to soak into my medulla oblongata.
What is it, man? If a man don't stand for something,
Yes,
he will sit down for nothing. You got it?
I have it.
Okay.
Because what about a woman?
I mean, if he don't sit down for anything, see, if a man doesn't have it, he'll sit down for anything.
How about a woman?
Well, that's the same. A woman and a man is both of them is about equal, the same thing. But a woman is just a little bit ahead of a man.
All right, say it, Fluke, and say it loud. Thank you so very kindly.
All right.
And most of all, thank
All
you
right.
for being a part of the Clara Luper radio show. Yes, they are coming to Oklahoma City. We are so excited about it. And when I say we, I'm talking about our family. And I'm happy that my family extends beyond my immediate family. I have an extended family that's out of sight. And when these young people come to Oklahoma City under the coordination of Steve Smith, when they come to the CNMINFI, the national team from Saipan, that will be a day. And the most exciting part about it, they will be able to visit Oklahoma City. We will pick them up at 2 o'clock. We will meet at Freedom Center. And if you would like to join this group, we'd be happy to have you because we'd like for you to have a sign which says, "Welcome to Oklahoma City." These are young high school students, and they will be participating in this international contest. They have what is known as a Lincoln Douglas debate. They will be competing in speech, in drama, in orations, and in numerous interpretations. And they will be participating in a duo interpretation. And one thing I like about this, because there's so many things that we don't know about, but we will know about it today. I can hardly wait. And Calvin, we are so excited because we will have the opportunity to feed 15 of these young people along with their sponsors. And guess what? I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what they would want or anything, and we got it. Whatever they want, they will have an opportunity to taste America's food.
Well,
Okay, can we have someone on that?
They certainly will, and I know that they're looking forward to landing at our Will Rogers Airport and being met by that committee where young man, the coordinator of transportation for the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, the coordinator of transportation for the NACP Youth Council, has gotten it all together to make sure that they ride in comfort and almost luxury, I should say, from Will Rogers to wherever they have to go,
OU,
to Norman, Oklahoma,
and then
back up to the Clara Luper's Lake, and they're on 43rd, and then wherever other part of Oklahoma City they want to see it, that I know will include a trip by and into the Freedom Center. But, Mom, you're right. We do have another caller on the line. Let's go to that caller and see what they have to say. Good morning. Thank you for calling the Clara Luper Radio Show.
Hi, my name is David Duplessis.
David Duplessis.
Oh, that's David. Yes, part of that delegation today. Yes, David.
I would like to say the tickets are $20 each for the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. It's on June 30th at 7 o'clock or 7:30.
7 o'clock, yeah. 7 o'clock now, David. Okay.
7 o'clock. And whoever wants to
Did I say 7 o'clock? You're right, David. I apologize, guys. It's 7:30. You're right.
And if anybody want to come, just pay $20 and they can come.
Okay.
I'm one of the escorts.
You're one of the escorts. Oh, and you'll be in that tux looking good like an escort should?
Yes.
You're part of the delegation that will be going out to greet the young people that are coming in from Saipan today, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so very kindly, David, and I want to hear from you next Saturday, okay?
Okay.
David Duplessis, outstanding honor student, I think, at Edwards School, and a new addition to the Clara Luper Radio Show. David, will be coming with his report. So far, we haven't named it yet, but then, funny thing about being on the show, it names itself, you know. So no telling what David Duplessis' little tag will be here on the Clara Luper
Well,
Radio
he's
Show.
sincere about those tickets now.
And he's sincere about his studies, too. That young man really puts his mind to the books there. But, Mom, we have another call on the line.
Okay.
Try your call again.
Oh, we had another caller. But, you know, I'm looking at the names of these young people coming in, and it's so amazing to be here. And, you know, we see simple names like John and Jane and Robert and Calvin and little names like that. But I'm certain that if I was in Saipan, that these names would be easily
Pronounced.
easy for me to pronounce.
Well, go on and pronounce
right now,
them, Kevin.
I know that the names, and I'm going to give this a try because I want those of you out there to know that we tried here on KTLV. If we can't say it right, you have a good idea of who we're talking about. But the CX debate team consists of Tina Kroll, and she will be representing the USA, and John Magalari. He will be representing the island of Palau. Then, as a part of the Lincoln-Douglas debate, there's Xing Yu Lang from China. And the USX speech will be Tina Kroll again. FX speech, the Nathaniel Norman. And original oratory is by Ying Lu Li from China. Dramatic interpretation will be by Gregory Demapan from the USA. And the humorous interpretation would be by David Apatong from the representing the USA. Now, the duo interpretation, this is good. I don't know what the duo interpretation is, but Cosmic Calvo will be in it, and Kisa Kabengo will be in it. Now, the judges and the coaches and the chaperones that are coming with the young people include, of course, Stephen Smith, who is the main chaperone and the main coach, then Tyler Collins, who's 13, who's Mr. Smith's grandson, Harold Easton, Marilee Norman, Francisca Tomika Can will be a part of it, and Jose Villagomez will be a part of it. Now, when they get here, I promise you that we're going to try to get them to pronounce their names, and we're going to tape that, and we'll see how close I came this next week, how close I came to pronouncing those names correctly. So, we have another call on the line. I don't know if they're going to help me pronounce the other names, but I'll get back to those names. But the main thing I want you to do is call that friend, call that neighbor, invite them to be a part of the show, and remind them that today we're talking about the U.S. Postal Service, your mailman. That's what we want to hear about. Good morning. Thank you for being a part of the Clara Luper Radio Show.
Good morning to you, Mrs. Luper and Calvin.
Good morning.
This is Mrs. Lee Smith, and yes, I want to give honor to our postman, which is Mr. Otis Williams, originally from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
And you know his name, Otis Williams?
Yes,
Okay.
He's a friendly, kind, caring, loving, patient person, and he's always got a good word for you. And if he's got a package for you, he's not going to leave till he knock on your door and let you know you need to come and get it, give immediate attention to it.
Oh, that's great.
And he's such a sweet person, and we all just love him out here in Garden Oaks Edition.
Otis Williams, Garden Oaks Edition.
Otis Williams.
You know, I wonder how large their routes are now. I can remember one time that looked like those guys had to walk 5 or 6 miles a day with a load on their back. Yes. And then to be courteous all that time, you know, that really is saying something.
Yes, he is. He's very patient with us, and we really appreciate him very much.
Okay, well, tell him you told her. Well, somebody tell him we heard about Otis Williams on the Clara Luper Radio Show. Our U.S.
I appreciate you and Miss Luper, too. I love you, and I enjoy your program, and you tell it like it is.
All right, thank you.
You're very caring people, too. And that is a wonderful thing. And I thank you, and God bless you, and have a wonderful day.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Williams.
All right.
This is Mrs. Smith.
Mrs.
Smith for talking about
He's
Otis
not
Williams.
married. He would make a good husband, but he's not married.
Oh, you know that?
Otis
She knows her mailman.
This mailman is not married?
No, and a lot of these gals show looking at him, too, out here.
Well, I don't blame him, too.
Yes, he's a good-looking man, too.
All right. Whoever, oh, yes, there's a good-looking mailman delivering mail out in Garden Oaks.
Garden Oaks, Otis Williams.
Otis Williams. Go, Otis, go.
All right.
Yes,
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
God bless both of you.
Oh, thank you.
Bye-bye.
So many times we overlook the people that are really important. Maybe sometimes when you look at an automobile, it's just beautiful. But the beautiful part of that automobile is that motor that keeps turning where you can move.
Yes,
And today we are saluting the mailmen, the people and women that deliver your mail. And call us here at 672-1220. And if you love anybody, tell them now. Don't wait until they die and come in with briny tears and talking about I resolved to remember. You resolved to salute your mailman. Okay.
Oh, I just thought of something else the mailman does. He's always on time. Look like you can by schedule your schedule around the mailman's arrival. Not no matter what the weather. If he's supposed to be there, or if he start regularly coming, say around 10 o'clock, then he's there at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Rain, sleet, or snow. I wonder how these guys do it.
Okay, well, we have some calls.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you for being a part of this the Clara Luper Radio Show. How are you doing? Yes, I'm talking with you. You're the lucky caller. How are you doing this morning? Okay, you're doing real well, evidently. But we're doing better out here because we know that after that caller, there's another caller that's waiting, and we will get it all together here. But these names of the people that will be visiting here as a part of the CNMI NFL in Norman, Oklahoma, we know that they will be here in Oklahoma City. We will be leaving the Freedom Center at 1 o'clock, as Mama said. They will be back at the Clara Luper Lake around 2 o'clock. But right now we are ready. We do have that other caller on the line, and I'm anxious to talk to them to see what they have to say about their mailman.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and say about the CX debate team again, and this is the second sheet of the facts that we've gotten. That's amazing how we can communicate so quickly nowadays. But the big thing is Stephen Smith is the main chaperone. I can say that name, so Stephen will be our main contact. He will be the person in Rodell Hornby, Clara Luper, Mrs. Hunter, Mrs. Ford, and the other advisors. All of us will be primarily in contact with. So we're looking forward to them today on this beautiful June the 9th.
But you know what we decided to do? What we're going to do, we're going to give them a taste of America. A taste of America. Now you ask him.
Do that, Mom?
In the first place, the various ones are preparing food, and it's unbelievable. And I would like for them to call me and tell me exactly what they are preparing, because everything is ready. Just think about it. When these young people get back to Saipan, they can say that when I was in America, I went to Clara Luper's Lake, which is, I think now, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think it's one of the most beautiful lakes in America. And in my lake, my koi fish has been trained where I can go there and call them, and they all come up for their lunch or breakfast or whatever meal they decide to take. Calvin, we're saluting our postmen.
And do you realize, Mom, that the mail runs over to Saipan also, that they have mailmen over there, mail persons, mail women there that deliver the mail?
No, like Calvin in Saipan, everybody goes to the post office and get that mail.
Well, somebody sorts it in there.
Yeah, they sort it, but the people.
'Cause I know you sent me a postcard from Saipan, but you were back here in the States. Well, you didn't mail the card though till you were getting ready to leave. But you beat the postcard back. But I sure was glad to get it anyway, because that's a collector's item when the different stamps, postmarks that you can get on any of your mail. That's why some people go to Sweetheart, Nevada. Is that where that is? A lovely Montana. And they'll make sure that they send you a postmark from there. And then Mr. Dependable or Miss Dependable comes and bringing it up to your door, no matter what type of mail you have. Congratulations, our postman.
Well, who would have thought that this morning the whole city would have found out that this handsome postman out in Garden Oaks was a singer? Would you like to be married to a postman? Well, this is June, and today I would like to congratulate Marlon Wilson, who's married today in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, that's right. That's my cousin and brother-in-law's brother.
He's getting married.
Marlon, do you remember the name of the young lady?
Marlon Williams. I didn't have permission to call her name, and I would not do that.
And Marlon's one of the top engineers here in Oklahoma. And,
right. He's an engineer.
In Oklahoma City.
Oh, so. Right.
Wish I was in Jamaica with him, don't you, Mom?
Oh, I would have gone to Jamaica, but I have company that's coming in from Saipan, from Palau, from China. Now, why would I leave home? They are coming to me, and they will have the experience not only of the lake, but they want to visit Freedom Center. And Calvin, we have a kit prepared for them. And guess what? We have a citation from our governor, from the lieutenant governor, from the Secretary of Commerce, from the county commissioners. We have it all together. Believe me, we have it. And the president of Langston University came and brought it to my house yesterday. And he's giving them the most beautiful booklet on Langston University. And Calvin, he has a picture in living color. It is something. But I want to know some of the food that we're going to have today to serve these people from the Pacific Islands, from the islands of Mariana.
I know what they will be drinking. That I know that we have.
Okay.
We have tea.
Yeah, we do. Who's fixing the rice? I know. I just want to know.
Well, let me tell you this, though, Mama. The Arcadia Dunbar School reunion will be happening August the 31st, September the 1st and 2nd, 2001. Now, John Joseph is the, shall I say, the ramrod, the coordinator of this Arcadia Dunbar School reunion. Now, all former students are invited to come back home and to be a part of the Dunbar School reunion. Even though the building is not there physically, those of you who attended Dunbar School know it and have it in your heart. Be a part of the reunion. Call John Joseph at 396-2654, or better still, use your mailman. Let the mailman do some extra work by delivering your letter, your card to John Joseph, Post Office Box 129, Arcadia, Oklahoma 73007 is the zip. And that area code you probably need to have to call in Arcadia, and that's 405-396-2654, the Arcadia Dunbar School reunion. Getting it together August the 31st, September the 1st, September the 2nd. Want you to be a part of it.
Thank you, Calvin, and congratulations to all the people. And there will be a class reunion in Grayson, Oklahoma. We'll be telling you about that, and all you people from Grayson, get ready. Get ready, because we are all going home to Grayson in July. We'll be telling you more about that. Incidentally, the Greyhoff Club met last night with President Gene Ford, Secretary Mrs. Johnny Nixon, and that Assistant Secretary who's all of them are efficient. Betty Germany was there. Well, anyway, Calvin, today we are saluting the postmen and women. Do you know any? Are you telling me that somebody delivers your mail every day and you don't know their name?
I certainly, I'm guilty of that, Mom. I must confess. I do not know the name of my postman.
You have a job to do Monday.
Find out. But see, because of my hours, when he delivers, I'm not home. But I know that somebody in our neighborhood must know the name of the postman. So we'll find out. But we know the one in Garden Oaks. We find out the one in Arcadia that'll be going by John Joseph's house. And then
does John Joseph know the name of his post?
Well, I should call him and ask him, but then his line is probably busy from everybody calling about the school reunion. But that's really something that I think I'm going to make that a purpose of mine, is to find out who is delivering my mail, and might even go further than that, find out their birthday and give them little gifts on Christmas or Thanksgiving or however they do it. I don't know what the postman was like. But I'm certain that there are those of you out there who have given gifts to your postman. There are those of you out there who know the name of your postman. And we're looking forward to you bragging about them here on the Clara Luper Radio Show on June the 9th, 2001.
The pages of history are filled with the lives of great men and women that have changed the course of history. But that's not the whole story. The whole story are those people that we see functioning every day without even finding out their names. And today I'm giving you a test. I want to know how well do you know your postman. I want you to call me at 672-1220 and say, Clara, I know who my postman or postwoman is. I know, and I'm going to share, and I'm going to say thank you for delivering my mail. Suppose that postman would decide that he would not deliver mail on the 1st and the 3rd. Wouldn't that be something? See, the 1st you get your retirement checks, and the 3rd you get those Social Security checks. Oh,
that would be a disaster.
That would be a disaster coming up. You may call us at 672-1220. I have you're quiet this morning because do you really know the name of your postman? That's what I want to know.
Well, Mom, everybody might be a little touchy because, last week with you being on the on that other station, they might be a little scared to talk to you because they don't know what kind of questions that you might ask them.
Oh, I'm asking them a simple question, just to tell me the names of the people that deliver your mail. If I would ask you the name of your pastor, I can hear you. You could tell that. Do you know the name of your doctor? Do you know the name of your nurse? Do you know the name of your barber? I know. Do you? That's the question. We've got to become name conscious.
Well, I know the name of my barber, and I even know the location, and I know the hours. Can I tell you that?
No, you don't have to
I don't
tell
have to
me.
tell you about Gates Barbershop.
You just tell me the name of your postman.
I can't do it, man. I'm gonna try to get a break here, and I'll call somebody and ask them in the neighborhood. But I'm not sure that they know either.
Do you think it's important to know the name of your postman?
Well, it hasn't been, but then that's one of those things that I guess we go through life, and we just take so many things for granted. You know, I go to the mailbox, the mail is there. I see the postman's truck. I know he's doing his thing. You know, I see another truck on another location. I know the postman has been there.
Okay,
you know,
we have a caller.
But I will find out his name.
Okay.
Hello. How you
Hello
doing?
there, Calvin and Mrs. Clara Luper. I want to tell you that you're really making us think. We should know the name of our postman, but I'll tell you what, there are so many good postmen out here in Spencer area until I cannot call their names.
Well, let's call one name.
But I want to tell you, they are wonderful people, they're friendly, and they will deliver your mail to you every day, and if they are late, probably having car problems, they'll come still, even if it's 4 o'clock in the evenings.
Is that right?
And
Well, yeah.
time, they can't get the mail in the mailbox if it's a larger box, and they will bring it to your door. So I think that's remarkable. They are dependable people, and they really give you good service, and you can always depend on getting your mail in the Spencer area.
Well, I need to know a name of one of yours.
One of them?
Huh?
I don't want to call one's name when they're about 5 or 6 that I should call. So I would rather not, and that's probably why you're not getting a lot of calls today, because people know the people, but they do not remember their names. Now, I know my postmen. In fact, they have been at the Spencer Post Office for the last 8 or 10 years. But I would not call one's name if I can't call the others.
I understand you're coming to the picnic this evening as part of that big celebration for the young people that are coming in from the Pacific. Would you tell me what you're bringing?
Well, Nancy Davis is going to bring a cake, and it's going to be a German chocolate cake, and also a salad. So I hope that the kids will enjoy themselves.
Well, what kind of salad are you bringing?
Well, it's a vegetable salad.
Okay, you're bringing a vegetable salad and a German chocolate cake for the young people from China, Saipan, Palau, and
They didn't have to stand in line for Aunt Nancy German chocolate cake there, because from experience, I know that that's a mouth-watering, delicious cake. So I might need to test that for them first. Don't you think, Auntie?
Okay, Calvin. I will see you there at 1 o'clock at the Freedom Center.
Okay, then. Thank you. Okay, I want to hear from somebody else. Nancy Davis say those postmen out there are very courteous and very fine, but she didn't give me one name, because she told me she didn't want, if she gave one name, she would have to give all of the names.
Well, that area is an extreme challenge for the postal department at any rate, because all those homes are not just next door to each other like they are in the blocks here in the city, and these mailmen have to ride and walk and make the delivery accurate. So I guess she's right in saying that they are dependable, but I know that she's in the same boat as all of us here.
Okay, not all of us.
Well,
okay, we have someone on the line, Calvin.
Okay, let's see what happens here. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Calvin. This is T.C. Howard.
T.C. Howard. How you doing, Brother Howard?
I got one of the best mailmen in the state of Oklahoma.
Okay.
His name is Nathan Crownover.
Nathan Crownover. Okay.
That's right.
What's so good about him?
Well, what's so good about Nathan Crownover, if we're not here and we have a package, he won't leave it on the front. He bring it all the way around to our back door, and can't nobody see it, and put it on our back step.
Yeah. That's just, he knows the neighborhood, eh?
That's right.
He knows the people that he delivers
When
in.
he's not delivering my mail the way we get it, we know when we got a different mailman. Because Nathan Crownover, he just cannot be beat.
Does he come on time?
That's right. He comes on time, and we remember him every Christmas and on his birthday.
Just a minute now, Mr. Howard.
That's right.
You remember him how?
Huh?
How do you remember him?
Oh, we always give him a little token of appreciation.
I wish I was your mail person.
I just had to call in because he is wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, I understand that you have been on vacation.
I have.
It's not any of my business, but I know you were in Mississippi.
You're not supposed to say that on the air, Miss Luper.
Huh?
You're not supposed to say that on air where I'm at.
Sure. Well, I'm saying that now you're back and you can't leave.
It was enjoyable.
One thing about me, I don't make the news. If Avon Ross say I just reported, and I could have reported it.
Well, you should have.
That's right, but I didn't.
Well, but anyway, it was nice. I'm going to take you the next time I go.
Please do that.
Back to Mississippi.
Yeah.
And you're going to the Grayson reunion, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And that will be up in what mountain?
No, I thought it's Tiger Mountain, but it'd be, I forgot what, it's up in the cemetery. I know where it's at.
Okay.
Wildcat Mountain. It's Wildcat Mountain.
Wildcat Mountain.
Yes.
Wildcat Mountain in Grayson, Oklahoma, with one stop sign. Boy, I tell you, that's going to be something.
You don't need a lot of stop signs, Calvin.
Yeah, but that's something to see. You should go, Calvin.
I plan on being there, Brother Howard. Believe me, I plan on being there. If not, maybe I can get a postcard from Grayson.
Mr. Howard, very lucky he married a beautiful young lady, Helen Caddy from Grayson.
From Grayson, too? Oh, my goodness. And took her to Mississippi, too?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, he's taking our own cruises, and he's some man. I can say that for him, and we're looking forward to your being at the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, and I know you understand your responsibility.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I got it covered.
Huh?
I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready?
Yes.
Well, 22 of the contestants, the pages, and the extras are ready, too.
That's good.
Well, thank you so very kindly for calling, and once again, your mailman is?
Nathan Crownover.
Crownover. Thank you so very kindly for calling.
Yeah.
That's something there. He knows not only
But one
his
thing
name,
about Mr. Howard,
that's
if
good.
he didn't like him, he would have said
he would have told him. If he wasn't good,
that's
he
one
would have
deacon
told
that
him.
will stand up to anybody and tell you exactly what he thinks. Well, at least we know about Nathan
and everything that I was thinking people were not doing for their mailman. Mr. Howard is doing it.
That's right.
He remembers them on their birthday. He remembers them on the holidays.
Okay, Calvin, we have someone else.
Okay, thank you for being a part of the Clara Luper Radio Show on this June 9th.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Bernice Cyrus Davis, and I was calling about my postman.
Okay.
Mr. William.
Is this the same Miss Cyrus? Are you in Garden Oaks?
In Edwards Edition.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same man, you think?
I don't know.
What is his first name?
Boulevard, Mr. William.
Okay, you don't know his first name.
No, I don't know his first name.
He's a good mailman?
Oh, is he wonderful.
Tell me about him.
He's always on time. He's here between 10:30 and 11 o'clock.
Oh.
Mr. William.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, from Edwards Edition, straight down Grand Boulevard.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. William is a wonderful postman.
All right.
He's always on time.
All right.
And we appreciate him over here. He
I'm
comes
certain.
straight down Grand Boulevard.
Well, thank you.
Garden Oaks, and we just appreciate him over here.
Well, thank you so very kindly.
Thank you.
That postman walked that walk. Tell me
He walks that walk through Edwards Edition. He walks it through Garden Oaks. I wonder if that's the same Williams, though. It probably is.
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Luper Radio Show.
Well, good morning, Calvin, and hello to all of you out there in Radio Land. I know you listen to Mr. Luper, and his name, and I'm sure you're getting that all ready for her because we do have wonderful mailmen. I have a wonderful mailman, just like Reverend Howard said he has. My mailman, if I'm not here and he can't get it in the mailbox, he will bring it around and put it at a door where he knows that I can get it and nobody else will pick it up.
I didn't get his name.
Well, I'm going to tell you my mailman's name.
When?
When just before I hang up, because I know a lot of people out there waiting to hear my. And he's courteous, and sometimes he say, "Don't forget to look in your mailbox." And that's on that special day, you know, that day that he brings that special thing that we always are looking for. So all of you are that's out there in Radio Land that do not know your mailman's name, I want you to listen to this, Mr. Postman. Bring me my mail, Mr. Postman. Now, isn't that wonderful? My mailman's name is Mr. Postman. Now.
We knew you were filibuster. We knew you were filibuster, Mrs. Howard. That was pretty good. I must give you credit for that one.
Well, one
She-
thing about it, she
no.
didn't tell us what she's bringing for these visitors that are coming in.
Well,
Mr. Postman.
Mr. Postman. That's
And
good.
had the audacity to sing. Can she sing, Calvin?
Well, she's a prime candidate for the choir, and I'm certain that if we petition her enough and remind her, play this tape back to her, that she will see that she definitely could have a prominent seat in the We Can't Singers choir. But then, Mr. Postman, I guess we could all, that's the businessman in the world, but we like to know your
She's a
mailman's
thinker.
specific name. And yeah, we have a Mrs. Postman? No, just Mr. Postman.
We
so
do
far.
have there are a lot of women that are
There some
delivering
strong
mail.
women. You know what? The uniforms that they wear are kind of funny to me, Mom, because it'd be a little chilly, and you see the mailman in these short pants, and they be stepping like the weather's no bother to them. You see them in the rain, and they got the special guard for the rain. They come prepared. Way to go! So rain, sleet, or snow, Mr. Postman brings it on through.
Charles Smith has just called. He's going to be part of that celebration today, and he said he's bringing some Leo's barbecue, some baked beans, some potato salad, all from Charles and Leo's barbecue. It's really interesting how people want to be a part of it. There are some people, though, that want to become intellectual dwarfs. They don't want to learn nothing about nobody but themselves. But here we have an opportunity to talk to young people. These are high school students that are coming to America, and we are so excited about them. Even the county commissioner, Mrs. Beverly Hodge, has sent some greetings. And all we got to do is to tell you about them, and you come in and you say, Clara, I want to be a part of it. I want to help. My other child, Rita Spinks, is here, called me this morning and say, Mom, what do you need? I'm going to bring you some pop and some cups. It's no telling what I'll have in my home when all the people get through. Calvin Whitaker's making a peach cobbler.
Okay, they will definitely have a taste of America, Oklahoma style, and Clara Luper hospitality around the Clara Luper Lake, being greeted by us great Oklahoma citians and welcoming them to our city, and hopefully as well as they welcome you to their city, because we don't mind sharing our hospitality here in Oklahoma. We don't mind sharing our love for people that are doing things in a good way. So they're coming at the right place at the right time.
Miss Dale says she's making some rolls.
Okay.
Miss Rosetta Coleman understands what treatment means because, last year she went to Tokyo with me, and she knows how those people treated her, and she called me early and said, I'm fixing some green beans and I'm doing that special cake. And Anna Slaughter, one of the unsung heroes of the NACP in Miss Black, Oklahoma, is baking a cake. There's no telling what we will have for these young people. They will have a taste of America. Onita's baking some sweet potato pies. Betty Jean is making a fruit salad. It's no telling. Merlin is fixing turkey and dressing.
Well, let's go back to the menu, but let's catch this call and find out what they know about their postman.
Okay.
Because I'm very interested. We know about the Edwards Edition and the Garden Oaks postman, and the one that serves Mr. Howard's area. But this postman here, I wonder if he's as dependable as the other postman we've talked about. Good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Calvin?
Fantastic. Now that you're on the other line.
Well, praise the Lord. This is your cousin Vivian.
Oh, okay. How's
And
that?
I have to say, you talking about postman, I have got to say something about mine. And he just happens to be Mr. Otis Williams in Garden Oaks. Oh.
Otis Williams again. This guy.
That's right. Now, he has
Is this
got
the
to
handsome one?
He has got to be dynamic.
He's got to be.
He's got to be dynamic because, we even have a business in that area. And sometimes we're not even open on Saturday, but he still makes sure that our mail is delivered. We can always tell when Otis is off work because we don't know when the mail is going to be there. But Otis is always there. He comes in, he checks to make sure that we don't have anything outgoing. Anything that he can do to be of service to us, he has always been a blessing.
You say he has a business. What about your business? What kind of business do you have?
Well, that's what I said. We have a business in the area.
You didn't say the name of your business.
The name of our business is Rollins Realty.
And that means you sell what?
That means we sell homes to people, we sell businesses, we sell land. We even have specialties where we deal with our senior citizens. We give services like faxes or mailing services to our senior citizens free. because we respect and love our senior citizens, and without them, where would we be?
Talk that talk, Vivian, because you always walk that walk.
That's what
Well,
you
praise
do.
the Lord. Praise the Lord. But I just wanted to share this morning with you and to also say, well, hopefully I'll see you later as you're receiving your guests from Saipan. If there's anything that I can do to help you, be sure to let me know.
No, I don't have to let you know. You tell me what you...
No, you can let me know. I'll come by and do a service, and I tell you what, I'll just be a little grateful for you if I have to be. How's that?
No, I want you to, because what I'm doing, giving them a taste of America. You know, everybody's different. You can have 5 people cooking sweet potatoes, and all the sweet potatoes will be different. So, a taste of America. Now, I cannot guarantee you that these people will like your food, but I can guarantee
Well, you can't guarantee that anyway.
But you should see those other coaches in Tokyo.
Okay. Now, you know I'm not the one. I am not the one that likes to get in and get over the stove. But that's Edith. You're getting us mixed up.
No way.
Okay, well...
You're getting us mixed up. That's Edith.
Okay, well, whatever you do, do something, okay?
All right, then. I love you all.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You know she loves me. She better love me.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well,
You know, it's
my
interesting.
cousin.
I say all the time, everybody loves Clara Luper, and somebody always call me and say, Clara Luper, you're lying. Everybody doesn't love you because I hate you. I said, you hate me? How could you hate me and I don't even know your name?
Well, I know you made a lot of new friends this week, Mom,
Calvin,
as you're doing every week. And you had so many
I mean,
nice
I'll
little,
make today.
you had so many
When
nice
I
little
say that,
comments you made.
Calvin, I heard, now that's what the people told me.
I heard.
That at a certain church Sunday, that the preacher's birthday had passed, was passing, and said the people wanted to sing happy birthday to him. And he said, well, it's all right with me, providing you don't sing like Calvin.
Well, I take that as a compliment, but I know that the members of his congregation, they gave him his best, gave him their best. You know, it isn't so much the tune you carry, it's from the
But
depth
what
of your
else is
heart.
important about a song except the tune?
Well, that helps a lot, but I mean, you know, I'm saying if you got a strong heart and you want them to have the very best greetings, then that's what you do.
And
But
people say, I have an earnest son. Say, he tells the truth. And the truth is that he can't sing.
I can't sing.
And I told him that, and then he came back. Well, a lot of people can't teach. A lot of people can't read. A lot of people can't preach. I said, holy Calvin.
Now, you know I got some comments.
You really got some
comments. A lot of people can't handle that board over there like Brother House is doing. There's a lot of
But I wonder if Brother House knows who his mailman is. He's been very quiet this morning.
Well, he's here at KTLV all day. He doesn't need to know the mailman's name.
But you
Come on,
need
we're
to
getting
know
close.
about Hometown at 2001 Northeast 23rd Street. It's open 24 hours for your convenience. You need to know about Johnson Shadina's 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and also at 2611 North Martin Luther King. Well, you know about Leo's Barbecue. I told you he was going to be part of it. Those of you that would like to throw your barbecue in and think, and maybe the people from Saipan would like to know about your barbecue, about your black-eyed peas, about your greens. Well, you have that chance today. And remember, whatever you bring over to the lake, you can't take it away. If you bring some food over there and think you're going to leave with a sack of food, you're wrong, because it's going to remain there. Calvin, I really enjoy making new friends, listening to people that I cannot understand. And when we were in Tokyo, I never shall forget Rosetta Coleman and us trying to eat and adjust ourselves to some Japanese food. And boy, it was quite an experience. So I'm going to watch these young people as they try to adjust to a taste of America.
Well, will you be having any entertainment at the Clara Luper Lake this evening?
I don't ever tell people what we are going to do at the lake, but I can tell you one thing. The entertainment will be there because the flowers are ready. Merlin has seen to it that they are arranged correctly.
Okay,
Everything is ready. Except, I don't know whether I ought to let you sing.
All right, that's what I was waiting to hear. But we have a caller.
They might get a bad impression of America.
Let's get this caller right quick.
Hello?
This is Yolanda Davis. Good morning, Clara.
Good morning.
And Calvin.
Good morning.
I've been listening to you while I'm busy, and I'm on the way out the door now. But it seems what I'm hearing on your program that you all are paying comments to the mail carriers.
Yes.
I didn't get in on the first, but I just want
That's
to get
where we are.
you know, my address is 1521 North Page, and my mail carrier is Mr. Mims. I don't recall his first name, but he is so good, come rain or shine, and he's got personality. And he's a Christian man.
Mr. Mills.
Ma'am, I don't recall his first name. He graduated with Linda and Brenda. And I know everybody know Linda and Brenda, but I don't recall his first name. But he know me personally from the school days and down at Dear Old Douglas.
Dear old Douglas.
So hats off to Mr. Mims.
All right, hats off here to Mr. Mims. All right, thank you.
God bless you, and you'll have a good day.
Thank you. Today we are saluting the postman. These are the people that bring us our checks, bring us our bills that we can't pay. but anyway,
Bring us
they
our
are
cards.
Be our cards and what have you. Calvin, we have certainly enjoyed this morning because we've had the opportunity to salute the mailmen. I would not tell you the name of my mailman because Calvin is on the same tune that I am, but I'm going to make him find out who his mailman is. And Calvin, let me tell you, all of you that have been in Miss Black, Oklahoma, I need your addresses. I need you to call me because for the first time, all of the past contestants, whether you won or whether you lost, are invited to the homecoming luncheon on the 30th, and you will stay for the pageant. And I want you to know that. Next week we will give more details. And you called me and asked me about the marriage. Was I going to a marriage clinic or something? No, I'm not going to a marriage clinic. If I wanted to know something about marriage, I would ask Betty Wedgeworth, Mary Lee Davis, and people that have been married for 50 years. Now, if you haven't been married for 3 years and talking about you know something about marriage, well, I don't pay you no attention. Calvin!
Yes, Mom. You know, I've been practicing all week on this because last Saturday, matter of fact, was a dear friend's birthday. You've been talking about him all during the course of the radio show. And that's the Director of Transportation for the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, the advisor at the NACP Youth Council that's over the transportation, the top salesperson at Advanced Motors down there in Guthrie, Oklahoma, and a dynamic young man with a green thumb, Rodell Hornbeek. You thought you got away, but your birthday last week, we want everybody to know that you're now celebrating your happiest birthday. And this comes from those of us with this We Can't Singers. Happy birthday, Rodell. Happy birthday, Rodell. And may you have many more happy birthdays like you did last week. Happy birthday to you.
If you sing for those young people that's coming in from the Pacific Ocean today, from the islands, they might want to take you back to Saipan.
We'll have to get with my agent on that.
Oh, they have to get with your agent.
Right.
Yes, it is true that the young people will be in today on on Northwest Flight 1423. They will be here as part of an international forensic conference, and we do hope that they will win. But the most exciting part about it, they will be able to visit Freedom Center, Clara Luper's Lake, and they will be able to get a taste of America by some of the top cooks. If you don't believe it, you'll see it for yourself. This is Clara Luper saying, whatever you do, prove to somebody that you love them. Just don't talk that talk. If you're talking, I'm going to call you a talking Tom. Clara Luper saying goodbye. And
we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your number one gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
Father, I need your helping hand. Come on.
You're tuned to your key to living victoriously, AM 1220 KTLV, Midwest City,